been that deep, will never be that deep, has ever been that deep. Oh my god, shut up, it's never been that deep. Oh my god. 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 That is a child and his teacher! Stop, please. Oh my god, make it stop. My Hero Academia shipping academic has been going on for years. For those of you who don't know, My Hero Academia is actually my favorite anime, so today's gonna be a very passionate video. But I have been a part of the fandom since the show started. Yep, I'm a very OG fan. I've been around since the show premiered. I have seen a lot of things throughout this fandom, good and bad. I'm gonna be honest. This show isn't perfect, but no anime truly is perfect. But I've grown to love this show very much, and it is literally my favorite thing on the entire planet. Ask anybody I know. But to be honest, the shipping in this community is extremely toxic. Before I fully get into it, I just like to say, please no harassment to any creators mentioned in the video, anything. No hate towards them. This is just my opinion, and also, please do not come for me. Enjoy. I have never been a person to ship characters, especially when not canon. If their sexuality is not canon, or if who they're dating is not canon, then I don't ship them with things that contrast with that. For instance, Deku in the fandom by a certain demographic of people has been labeled as this twinky kind of guy, which I find strange because not only is he built like a bodybuilder, he also just isn't a twink. For some reason, it annoys me that when a man shows his emotions, especially in anime, when he's been bullied, he literally got told to kill himself, and multiple other things, all of a sudden he's seen as this weakling, this little being compared to everybody else. A twink! I don't know, it's kind of just this whole thing, and it honestly has grown to upset me, and with this, he is very frequently shipped with Katsuki Bakugo, which is very known throughout the fandom, known as Baku Deku. The ship, honestly, to be brutally honest, annoys the living shit out of me, and I hate it very much. I've never understood the concept with bully and the bullied. I feel like it's an extremely toxic dynamic, not only that, and in my opinion, brushing a platonic love and mixing it up with romantic love, especially with characters, honestly just makes the relationship seem so much less genuine. If two people are able to connect and be friends, that does not mean that they are going to flourish and be together. It's making it honestly seem like platonic love does not equal the same amount as romantic love, when in fact, platonic love can honestly be so much more important than romantic love. Baku Deku has shipped this whole stigma around their ship, kind of like I was saying, putting Deku as this small little being and Bakugo as his big boy protector, and it's very fetishizy. I've seen a few videos about this on YouTube, but there is a very big women-loving BL epidemic, and to be honest, there are times where it kind of seems like people are fetishizing gay couples, and in my opinion, that's kind of what Baku Deku feels like to me. It feels like a weird fetishization of two men being in love. Now, here's the thing. Before anybody comes at me with any assumptions, I am bisexual. I am LGBTQ+, so this is nothing specifically towards that. It just feels very strange and very off. A clip that I showed in the beginning of the girl crying on TikTok, that was her reacting to the My Hero Academia manga ending where Izuocha, which is Midoriya and Ochaku, is extremely implied canon by the end of it. How did we not expect that? I'm sorry, I really don't mean to be rude, but how did we not expect those two to be canon? In the beginning of the show, it is literally perceived so deeply that these two have a thing for each other, or at least are attracted to one another. There has never been any gay connotation within Midoriya, and not really any gay connotation between Uraka either. I am gonna keep as much spoilers as I can out of the video for those of you who don't even watch this show and are just watching this just for something in the background, but I will say, the only thing with Uraka that I could proclaim as LGBTQ plus connotation is the prettiest in the world whole thing. I can understand that. I understand what you mean there, but when it comes to Izuku, I truly see nothing. Again, it's all about perspective. You can see things differently, but again, it just feels like people are trying to force something onto characters who aren't even confirmed LGBTQ. For those of you who don't know, Toga is confirmed bisexual, so shipping her with a woman is valid. But I feel like it's disrespectful to ship a straight character or an unconfirmed gay character within a gay ship. For instance, if Toga was lesbian, perchance, you would never go and ship her with a man because she likes women. And you would be looked at weird if you shipped Toga with a man because she would be lesbian. But all of a sudden, when it's a straight character, nobody bats an eye when they're being shipped with another male character. I feel like it's strange, and I feel like it's odd, and again, very forced. And Bakudeku is genuinely one of the biggest traits of that. And I'm not gonna hate you if you ship Bakudeku, but I do heavily disagree with you. Now, other ships that I'd like to talk about, and these are the ones that I feel like I'm gonna get agreed with the most, is ships that are straight up just illegal. If you are shipping teachers with students or anything like that, that is disgusting, and I hope you know that. That is pedophilia. That is gross. And it's a lot within this fandom. I know there's other fandoms that do it too, but I have only ever really seen it in the My Hero fandom as frequent. And it's genuinely so gross. You do not do that. You do not ship teachers with their students. It is extremely inappropriate, extremely violating, and downright disgusting, especially to share things like that online. If you're gonna do that, by all means, do it in private. Don't do it, but do it in private. To put that online expecting people to agree with you is gross. I believe the term is pro-shipping or pro-shippers or whatever. DNI. Do not interact. Do not come near me. It makes me very uncomfortable. Again, I'm not here to hate on you. It's just very weird to me. There's also a lot of people within the My Hero Academia fandom who have created a very toxic environment for people with different opinions when it comes to shipping, and there's been so many ship wars. Horikoshi has briefly talked about this a couple times, where people are literally making a scene out of the writing and for everything like that. When the last volley came out where Izuocho was confirmed canon, people were harassing and asking him, and he finally was just like, up to your imagination. Think whatever you want. It's extremely heavily implied, and for people to not see that is crazy, because it's literally been there since the start of the book. It has been building up to this for so long. My Hero Academia has been seen as cringe for as long as I can remember, and has been notably one of the more cringier animes, but to be honest, the anime itself is amazing. It's genuinely a good show. It's the fandom that truly makes an impact, and even if you find the fandom to be cringe, please give this show a shot. Just do not get involved with the fandom. But yeah, there's a lot more points I could bring up, and maybe that could be in a potential next video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Also, thank you so much for 300 subscribers. I appreciate that so much, more than you'll ever understand. Thank you all so much for the kind love. Have a great one. Bye!